Welcome back to DXB Today. Tonight we are talking cool creative things to do in the city of Dubai. And our next guest is a very special one because he was born and raised in Dubai and he has attended every single edition of Quoz Arts Fest. And now he is the event manager of the actual event. It's wonderful to have him. Zunayed Solaiman, also Zico, the man himself.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Yes, I have actually attended the festival, and it's amazing to have been part of the community in that sense when the festival really came together. And now to be actually working on the festival is just a different feel, and I'm just really glad. I mean, the festival itself, when it really started out, we're in our 12th edition. It essentially started out as a festival where the community could just get together. And now, over the 2 days, the last edition, we had 35,000 people that walked in through the doors at Alserkal Avenue.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you say you're lucky. They must be very lucky to have you as senior event management because they have somebody who really understands the scene, really understands the life and soul. What have you brought in? What have you tried to preserve with the previous editions, and what have you tried to bring in with the new editions?
So I think with just the sort of the ethos of Alserkal Avenue, I mean, we've always been sort of the home for community, and the festival has always been community led. And me being a musician, so like I've been part of that community, and the festival, even though we've grown, we've always wanted to have that moment where the community can really gather and sort of celebrate that moment, and where everybody is sort of, the community gets together and does this together. So it's not me putting things together, it's actually totally community led.
Zunayed, I feel horrible because I think I'm the only one here who hasn't been to the Quoz Festival.
What?
Really? So for somebody who's never been, if someone's watching right now, they've never been, paint a picture for us. What exactly happens there?
So, like I said, for 2 days, we're there. We open our doors really nice and early. So from 10 o'clock, we run all the way down till 11:30. The festival itself, like I said, it's full of everything, and we've been inclusive in that sense that we want everybody, whether it be age, pets, everybody gets to come into the festival. Things that I'm really excited about this edition, I definitely want to talk about Concrete, which is in Alserkal Avenue, which is obviously with Al Quoz. I mean, we're kind of like the heartbeat of the neighborhood, where everything comes together. And with Concrete, you really kind of feel and listen to the heartbeat. And for this edition, we have an art and technology studio from Australia called NS, and they'll be exhibiting something called Forest Dancer and the Path to Pure Creation. Essentially, and sometimes with art we forget the joy that it brings to create, the freedom, and that is what the exhibition is going to be. It's a complete immersive, multi-sensory exhibition that is going to be there, and really kind of gives you that moment to really enjoy it, and that's what the festival is about.
Sorry, Zunayed, what is Concrete?
Concrete. Concrete is our awesome space that we have in Alserkal Avenue. It's a large multi-purpose facility, and that's where the exhibition is going to be hosted.
Now, I've actually been going to the Quoz Arts Fest for years, and I have seen its evolution. It's one of those events that is impossible to miss, and I would say it's also constantly evolved. Every year has been very different. Yeah. But whenever I tell people that it is an arts fest, everyone just looks at me, are we going to see art in a frame? Are we going to just kind of be hopping from one gallery to the next? And I explained that it's so much more than that. How would you describe it to someone who's never been, for example?
Yeah, and so going back to what I said, I mean, it is truly a moment that, you have in the year where you could come in and, meet your friends, bring your family. You don't have to, I think what you really need to bring in on those days is your curiosity, to come and get inspired. And that is what the festival is all about, right? So yes, we say art, but you see art in all forms. So whether it be our visual installations, our public installations, you're also looking at performance, you're looking at spoken words, you're looking at musical performances, DJ. So it's everything really coming together with the community. And of course, we have our pop-up concepts and food as well, which is a part of the festival.
Oh, you said my buzzword. You woke me right up there, man. Now, I mean, look, what you do is an amazing job of mixing the old to the new, keeping it traditional and things like that. But as you said, with the food, that's an easy way of doing it. So you have karak places, you have many different places there. So tell us a little bit more about the food that you've got there this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's glad that we have another year. Maybe you can start off.
I know, right? Yeah.
can do a little tour.
We were just speaking earlier. I just recently led a tour at the What the Food Festival that was also taking place at Alserkal. This is different, of course. Quoz Arts Fest does have food as a part of it, but it mainly focuses on the art.
Yeah.
But I myself will be joining on both days, and we'll be hopping from one food stall to the next, and also getting to really try out some of those new places that I've seen on your website.
Yeah.
A lot of concepts which I think are either familiar or new, but they're bringing new menu items as well.
Just to add to that, so for this edition, What the Food will be curating all the concepts at the festival. So what you'd expect is, of course, there's a combination of the old and the new, but even with the old and the new, you're looking at special menus that have been only created for the festival. So for you, if you want to try them out, this is where you have to be, because you won't get them anywhere else.
I mean, food is great. Love food. Love a bit of food.
Yeah.
But I love music, and especially the ones that we see at Alserkal.
Yeah.
Most of the year. Can you tell us a little bit about the lineup this year?
All right.
I'm very excited.
So I just want to actually start because we were speaking about the community, and one thing I really wanted, and we're in its third edition. So we have something called Quoz Encore, which has now in its third edition become a platform for upcoming artists. We do auditions, and this is talent from the UAE. When I say it's just not musicians, so anybody who would like to showcase, again, spoken words or whether it be poetry, and we open this up, and it's growing, and I'm really happy, and I'm really glad that the communities really embrace this, and they look forward to really showcasing their talent on those days. In terms of the other, there's so much happening, but something that I'm really looking forward to on day one, we have Omar Afandam, who's coming down. He's based in New York, and he's bringing his show. It's actually a theater show which is mixed with spoken words, and he is also does hip-hop beats with it. So he's adapting the theater show right now for the festival itself. So it's something that you wouldn't have seen before. And for day two, closing, and this is going to be really cool, we have Amal Matluti, and she's really renowned for her voice. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, and her voice is it's just freedom personified, and that's who she is. And she'll be closing the festival on day two, which is part of her world tour as well. So it's amazing that she'll be
And I think you guys also set up these bean bags over by the yard, so everyone can just lean back, get comfortable, and just listen to the music.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. We also have the festival also opens doors for Real Palestine, the annual film festival. So they open their doors on those days. We have a film screening that will take place on Saturday as well. So there's just a lot happening. So yeah, you better schedule your day in to know what
Count
to catch.
me in.
Yeah.
Together, let's go together.
Well, Zunayed, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, we love that you're giving a platform for all the local and international artists right here in the city. So thank you for joining us and
Thank you
talking
guys for
about
having
it.
us.